skies we've got going on here. They're still laying them constantly from the horizon to horizon, both sides, as much as they can. It hasn't stopped. Basically, we've got a little bit of real cloud in the background over here, but the rest of it is all just bloody lines. Since we opened our eyes, they've kept spraying us. Thanks for joining us today. We've still got a pretty decent crew. There's only a few of us in cars at the moment, but we've still got a good crew. The locals just support us and keep everything going. Love to you all. Thanks for joining us anyway. We'll get on our way down shortly. Riblets today. 3! Oh! Wow, Hurley's... Have a look what's going on here, Diggs. We got 2 big suckers over here, and then we got the other big sucker over here. And seeing it's nice, quiet, still day, and the chemtrail clouds keeping the noise in, it should echo really well in that building. Can we like do dueling banjos with the speakers?
Oh, left and right, yeah.
Oh, look who else is here. Another freedom dog in Hazel. Oh, you doing alright, brother? I'm just going to zoom in a little bit for you guys. I hope you're not getting too... So they've got to spray another straight line there next to the other straight line.
Yeah.
Do I know you?
Toby's vlog for Big Vlog Down, 14 September 2020. Auch mit einer daher excellent Lieder, all the Linda Dexter,
What did you send back then? Read the digs what you sent to...
It has come to my attention that the current Premier of Victoria is not acting in the frame of constitution, drawing constitution.
Yeah.
The state of emergency can function in a pandemic. There is now a current pandemic in Australia. This is in consideration to the meaning of the pandemic in the
Did you even get a reply from her?
I think I made it as a blog and made that an open letter. I don't know how much action I took.
Yeah. That's a while ago.
I'm here in 2022.
Oh. Sorry, Dig. Try and dig out. There we go. September 2022.
No, it was September 20.
Yeah.
And we came here in 2022. It's 1.5 years before.
Oh,
I can't agree with them with my letter, so I can read my letter. You know what I mean?
Let's go for a walk, Dix. After another day.
Oh, your boots open. Good work, guys.
No, I can't really see the lines. There's two next to each other. So, the retirement age at the moment is at 67.
I don't know. It's not moved so many times.
I think it's 67 and I can see it. And we're producing a few more Bushmasters, I heard.
30 more going over there.
What?
It all makes sense why they ramped up in 2020 how many Bushmasters are building in white in Brisbane. Morning.
Morning.
How are you today? Yeah, no. A lot of people saying, oh, I don't know why you're worried about what they're doing. They knew back then what was going to happen. That's why they were filling the orders for them back.
But we have nothing in common with Ukraine. And we against the war, but yet we're still supplying machineries for the war.
Well, at the NATO meeting, a lot of countries, they all want to push to have a nuclear response.
And then they're saying, oh, because of the war, our food gets more expensive. What has this to do with us? We had the ability to supply all the stuff what we need. Everything, food, machinery, resources, we have everything.
Well, because of the leaner agreement, that all kind of went out the window.
Government is literally running our economy down. But we have another contract for the Germans to produce certain armored vehicles now in Queensland. Like turning into America. Just waiting when it gets finalized or announced that WHO or WEF is actually a terrorist organization. If we can get this through, we get rid of a few people in parliament.
No one will believe it. The propaganda has made everyone believe that NATO, the WEF, and the WHO are all good, doing good things for
They're
people.
all private organizations. They're not even government related. else to look at. We'll keep distracted from something else.
Yes, the bottles are out. Trees starting. Here, some nice green trees.
Cool. Keep their leaves.
Sidex won't be able to read the comments.
Sorry?
It's a bit, sometimes comments popping up, and
It's hard to read.
it's
more.
hard to read when you walk, and
If we were female, we
no
would be able
glasses.
to multitask.
Oh, yeah, you need someone with a special hole or additional hole, or
A bonus one, I think.
yeah, a bonus hole.
Is that like playing a game of golf? You get a bonus hole?
Oh, I have no idea about golf. Hole in one. But then there's other hole. Isn't this a bonus hole too?
No bonus for you.
Looks like a good day today. Nice and calm and flat.
Karen sent me some pictures yesterday. She went to Anaconda and she sorted out all the letters on the board. Exposed to 28, exposed to 28. Then she went to another craft shop, exposed to 28.
Yeah.
Everywhere she goes, she rearranges everything she goes.
Ah.
If you're watching Phil, sorry I didn't get back to you. It was just phone calls and me waffling shit to people as always. I'll get on to his phone after live stream finishes. Good morning, ladies.
What did he forgot? Ah.
Because if I bring them, there's nothing to see. If I leave them in the car, there's something to see. So if I leave them in the car, something might happen. So I bring them, we know we're safe.
Hopefully I got a wide angle. Should be pretty much level now. Some sort.
Nah, we've got enough people in here, okay. What have you found the smell? All without the binoculars. They're hiding really well today. Really got him. You see how well they're hiding? They're hiding today.
Like that cartoon, you know, where they try to buy one that's too cold.
Who's got over there today? Just looking around. Sorry, Diggs. Preoccupied. listening there, Annette. I will give you a call afterwards. It'd be good to catch up. But yes, Karen is going to head up your way soon. So I'm sure she's looking forward to catching up with you. Oh, she's going. She's up and down. Hang on, give me a minute.
Back to the future.
蓝牙已连接。线路输入。线路输入。
线路推选。
蓝牙模式。
Press that button, and you're ready for that, mate.
Good morning, Governor General. Okay, move forward. Remove headdress. They went with songs to the battle. They were young, straight of limb, true of eye, steady on the go. They were staunch to the end against dogs uncounted. They fell with their faces to the foe. They shall grow not old as we that are left are old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. lest we forget.
Your Excellency, the Honourable David Hurley, as the Governor General of this nation, this letter is a direct appeal from an ever-growing cohort of Australian people, both here and at home. We call on you to action the public reveal of the unredacted findings in the police report from the Wood Royal Commission 1995 to 1997. The Wood Royal Commission, as catalogued with the Police Integrity Commission, resulted in a 90-year suppression order containing 28 names of alleged pedophiles of prominent stature, including judges, government officials, and ex-Prime Minister, TV personalities, radio personalities, sports stars, and the list goes on. That our Australian government has made no attempt to undo the 90-year suppression order for the supposed safety and well-being of the population is unacceptable. Alleged pedophiles should not be running the country. Revisited again in 2015 in the Senate Legal and Constitutional Affairs Legislation Committee meeting, the then Senator Bill Heffernan delivered the same request for the findings to be released to the public. That's us. As the Senator stated, it's not so much the secret that's the problem. It's when a group of people such as the 28 alleged bloody pedophiles on the police report keep each other's foul, dirty little secrets. Further into his appeal, he quoted the judge of the day. We decided not to revisit that issue because the public would lose confidence in the judiciary. We know the judiciary is corrupt and full of alleged pedophiles. You can't hide it from us anymore. Governor General, how can you justify the 90-year suppression order of the police report from the Royal Commission, given that the Australian taxpayer paid out roughly $64 million on the case? Who got the money? We want the results. We have a right to full disclosure of the investigation. We want it now. people's house. We are either real victims, family members of victims, or friends of victims of the appalling industry of child trafficking and pedophilia. Why does Australia have an industry of child trafficking and pedophilia? It is not acceptable. God's children do not accept this. It's evil. We the people also require the individual honoured with the position of Governor General to uphold the requirements of the office of Governor General and inquire why the Governor General has not stepped in with the obvious police overreach in inhibiting the people from peacefully protesting, as these are protected rights of all great Australians. It's up to the men and women of Australia to determine their level of confidence in the police, judiciary system, and Parliament on this matter. And we find you all lacking. Just do your jobs for the Australian people. Yours sincerely, concerned men and women and children of Australia.
Governor General, David Hurley. My name is Tobias. I'm losing confidence day by day in the government, federal, state, local, and you. I instruct you to dissolve the federal parliament and issue the writs for official action immediately. Further, I want all the documents that Senator Heffernan produced to the Royal Commission released to the public unredacted immediately, so we can have justice and gaining some trust in the government again. These two things are not up for negotiations. We will be here every day until you do as instructed. Governor, do your job, speak up.
The Nuremberg Code. Number 9 of the 10 standards. During the course of the experiment, the human subject should be at liberty to bring the experiment to an end. If he has reached the physical or mental state where continuum of the experiment seems to him to be impossible. I don't think any person was given that choice, so you failed standard 9. Let's look at standard 8, shall we? See how you did with that one. The experiment should be conducted only by scientifically qualified persons. The highest degree of skill and care should be required through all stages of the experiment of those who conduct or engage in the experiment. That's another fail. People died. People have permanent disabilities. How disgusting. And you push this on the Australian people. That's another fail. What about number 7? Proper preparations should be made and adequate facilities provided to protect the experimental subject against even more remote possibilities of injury, disability, or death. You failed! You brought the Nuremberg Code in! the experiments in! Nuremberg Code's gonna get ya! Good luck, Mr. Haley!
Hurley, on the 13th of March 2020, you signed a federal pandemic under the Biosecurity Act 2015. It was done under your authority, therefore you were liable for people to follow it. If people were breaking that, you were liable to stand up and bring them into line. Once you declared that federal pandemic, no state law or authority could operate outside the Biosecurity Act. So when the governments forced healthy people to be locked down in their houses and in their homes, you violated, by not saying anything, the Biosecurity Act. When the police acted as agents to stop people, that violated the Biosecurity Act, and your silence was deafening. And you know as well as I do that silence under law means that you were agreeing with the illegal actions. And I could go on and mention all the illegal crap that everyone from the High Court down did under this so-called federal pandemic that you signed off on. And the only thing we heard from you was deathly silence. So David Hurley, I suggest you get your affairs in order, because you are liable for every crime committed against the Australian people in the name of this pandemic. Because it was your authority that brought it in, and you had the responsibility to make sure people did what was required under your authority, under the Biosecurity Act. So we'll hold them accountable, but firstly, we'll hold you accountable because you were the one that used your authority to bring it into pass. The second thing I want to ask is a question. David Hurley, are you a pedophile? I ask this question because Anzac Day last year, a young man stood up on your lawn and accused you of raping him and trafficking him when he was a child. And your response was absolute deafening silence. So David Hurley, is that why you won't release the evidence against those 28 that was handed to the Woodrow Commission so that they find their time in court? Are you protecting them because they have something over you? I have a lot of questions about that, and I'd like to hear some answers other than deathly silence.
They try so hard, we try not laugh.
They turn my car, the next day's back in the same car park. These cops ain't smart, I'ma make a drop this charge. Son, you watch, we take it back to the start. No D's, no titles, no trespass. Now we charge you, tables are turned. We count the proof for all the assaults, all the abuse. Nobody gonna got nothing to use, no pop. Yeah, who at the door? Mark the bar. Bring on the storm, library to empty. Thought we were gone, we come back to the front lawn. Yeah, we're still here, still ain't got no fear. We won't try, still ain't shed no tear. The sense of we still here. Is that all you got? We take on you up, we unite. You don't call the shots, so we've been here all along. And they're still here, yeah, they're still here. Return to the sofa, but the left, they're still here. Yeah, they're still here, yeah, they're still here. The oldest civilization, it's been how many years? They're still here. Need your support for the new 80s. Alawari for the rent, Indian income, war records. Gotta cut out the cancer, yeah, that's what the plans are. Walk with the elders, they got the law, we got the numbers, that is the answer. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. Never got a job, never wanted my 2 years, no plus, no, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, yeah, we're still here. That rain at the camp, down on the camp, 3 keeps at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they're breaking the roads, breaking the law, back time with the spirit now, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they smash my car, and I'll be up with a man on bell and I'm still here. They see us come, we see them run. Now we are one, free our daughters, free our sons. Yeah, they're getting scared, front line in the bed I'm there. Even when we're gone, that spirit lives on, yeah, we ain't going anywhere. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, never got a job, never wanted my 2 years, no plus, and we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they're way at the camp, down on the camp, 2 kicks at the camp, but we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they're breaking the roads, breaking the law, back time with the spirit now, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here. Yeah, we're still here, they smash my car, and lock me up with a man on bail, and I'm still here.
Hey, you fuckers!
It's a wrap, folks. Whoop, sorry, whoa, wild.
Shout your mates Macca's. Grab a small hamburger meal and your choice of side.
No, we go to YouTube and stuff, we'll probably stop the stream already. I can't wait, there's not enough internet for me to stream as well as wait. Is that still going, Toby? Yep. I'll read that in a minute. Listen, D, I'll read stuff in a minute. I can't too much. I'll go through everything everyone's sending me in a minute. That was nice and loud today, Diggs. I'm sure someone heard it over there. All those contractors were listening. There was at least 3 or 4. That one guy in the fluoro was listening to the whole thing. Did you see him?
No.
So he was behind trees, but I could see his fluoro jacket through the trees pretty well. But he was listening to the whole lot, and then a couple of mates joined him.
Where was that?
So between the police building and the I don't even know what that building is. Yeah, where they film us every day. Yeah, that window. So you look, there's a window up there. There's a camera set up right between. See how that one's just beside the tree?
Yeah.
That one window is always open, no matter how cold or dark it is winter. That window's always open because there's a camera sitting right there on the table in front of it. Yeah. So they've also got the camera on top of the chimbley on top of the main building as well. But yeah, no, they've got a much better camera over there.
Wow. I hope you're enjoying it.
Oh,
The
they
show.
love it. That's why I kind of point myself that way.
Series?
half the time.
Series? Yes, we're not picking up. It's long running.
They're silly. Oh, how's the chats going? How many people we got on there? Lots of people talking.
21.
Good conversations.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everyone's a blue spanner. They did remove someone the other day. I don't know who removed them, but good job, whoever did it. Yeah, that was loud.
Okay, time to go.
Pretty sure they heard Marty with the O this morning. Marty wanted me to do the O this morning. I'm very impressed that he did it because they heard. Are you going to go and check the possums?
Nah.
Nah.
Who wants to take over?
Oh, come on. We all want to hear what Toby's got to say. Did Toby give you an update on what happened in court yesterday?
No.
I don't think he has. So let him know what happened in Kane's hearing yesterday, brother.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, let him know.
he went on trying to play his info.
Yes.
He's still here.
He had his intro while we started the
He
court
was
hearing.
on cam on the screen.
Smoking.
Uh,
It looked like a nightclub from the 90s, you know? It was
Prosecutor dropped the charge but didn't have it handed in, so there was technical difficulties from the prosecution as well. So it still has to be had to ask for affirmation that they have to hand in the cancellation of the prosecution of the federal charge. Then it went back because it's a by charge, another case which can be handled in the magistrate court. The magistrate asked that he's consent to the transfer back to the magistrate.
No, it was the Chief Justice that we were out
No,
of.
no, it was the
That was still the registrar, was it?
And Kine said he doesn't consent. So the registrar had to put all the thing on hold, left the room, and called in the chief magistrar, presumably of the day.
Chief Justice.
Chief Justice, who referred it after got asked under which jurisdiction he stands. He didn't engage. Kine made a good point in saying if they're standing under the government or corporation, he has the right not to contract. She just muted him and transferred the case to the magistrate court. So, even in the Supreme Court, you can't defend yourself. Ask questions, they're just muting you if you're on live stream. That's our justice system. Do as you get told or now we have another appointment on the
20th. So next Thursday, I'll have to find out if Kane's going to be here for it, but he's going to have to appear for this one.
I think it will be just a mention again.
I'm sure it will, but I'm sure they've asked him to appear for it.
And he will clarify as a living man Kane to clarify the jurisdiction. Presumably the prosecutor will drop the case. That's the other thing. Either way, the main prosecutor or the attorney general, I can't remember which position, someone up higher has the right to retract any cases if they could interfere or damage the reputation of Australia.
I think that has been damaged already. I don't think the reputation of Australia's judicial system has got any merit to hold on.
They're making us accountable for things which they're not even abiding by their own laws.
I'm not in their court, so I can't be held in contempt.
That doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
They're trying to get the ban off.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
they're coming with backup charges. So my question is, how can you? So we have now people in Supreme Court. They have to put in subpoenas for charges, anything. So if you go to court, you have to prevent all the evidence what you charge. If you don't hand the charges in, you can't ask the questions. But yet, when we going as defendant in the magistrate court, the prosecutor comes up with backup charges. When did he hand it in all the information beforehand? How is this justice? So one rule for the one, the other rule for the other one. Don't they have to hand in all the charges beforehand it goes to court? No, they can come up in the courtroom making up charges. How is this possible? How is this justice? And then the question gets out, do you have any more backup charges? But we can't even subpoena legally body cam footage into a courtroom.
That's the trumpet man's case. He's subpoenaed all the body cam footage from the day of the apparent assault, alleged assault, even though they've found him guilty of that assault, but they don't want to abide by their own rules with the subpoena of those things. So Dan's even brought up the right laws to say that they can face jail for not supplying the evidence to fight his charges, but they're still going to ignore it, and they've just moved his case back down to November now.
And even then, as in Corey's case, the magistrate clearly stated to the prosecutor they have to supply to the next session the evidence, the information. Next time, prosecutor, oh, we didn't saw this was relevant and it's possible. And then the magistrate pointed it out in the first one, it is possible, there's a link where you can get the information. They still didn't supply it. What they think they're above the law? Or are we, as defendants, too stupid in accepting everything what they're telling us? We should just say no. System is fucked and they're all working together in one guild. If they're speaking out against the system, they're losing their job. Yeah. It's a beautiful day today.
Yes, we've got a perfect sky. I've seen a little bit of sky in a few spots. Everything else, like even behind that big tower, you probably can't see, but everything is chemtrails again today, guys. Probably just another distraction for us, but it shocks me every day when I see people walking down around this park with what they do above us, and no one will look up and no one will question anything. And poor Toby's got all his cases to deal with in just a couple of weeks.
I'm thinking now of pleading guilty in my case. Then they have to process the case. Otherwise, if I'm not pleading guilty, they can just dismiss it. If they dismiss the case, nothing can be heard.
The problem is if you plead guilty, they just go to sentencing and you're screwed anyway.
Not if you hand in an affidavit beforehand, before the evidence. Then it's based on the evidence, and he has to take into account the evidence what I'm reading in the affidavit. Just because you plead guilty is not meaning that you are guilty, which was stated once before in a case. And I spoke recently to someone who handed in an affidavit which clearly says she's not guilty. And because she got legal aid, the legal aid said, oh no, we going, because they're working all together,
Yep.
working for the system, pleaded guilty on behalf. But the magistrate reads through the affidavit and said, clearly this person is not guilty. So just because you plead guilty is not meaning that you are guilty.
But that was because the legal aid pled guilty, not because... If you pled guilty, that's a different situation, isn't
You
it?
can plead guilty in the means of justice.
So you can plead guilty and still fight a case.
The circumstances, your environment, your pie, your family, your job, they have to consider this. But when you bring in the law and stuff, they have to consider this one as well. So you still have an option to speak and have a good argument to get out of it. If you lose, what is it, 4.5 grand? It's nothing.
In a previous life when we earned money, 4.5 grand wasn't a big prize.
Look, in the 80s, 4.5 grand was a quarter of a house.
I know.
And now it gives you the right to drive on the street if you pay. So if you commit to the society, pay, do the job what they ask you to do, pay your taxes and everything, and you comply, you got enough money, you have a speeding ticket, you pay it, and you still can drive. They don't check of you that you re-offended or stuff. No, you just pay and pay and pay and pay.
Well, it's not,
And
even
this
a,
makes you
it's
better.
not even a fine, it's still just an infringement notice.
That's the other thing.
As always, those digs, we're fighting every which way we can, especially in the courts, up on the lawns, everywhere we can. We still try and be heard, trying to prove our point, trying to get people to see what's really going on. What's the temperature here today? It feels nice. It's probably 7 or 8 degrees. We look at a top of like 15 degrees today, guys. The wind's just picking up, but it's not too bad today. Oh, thank you, Ma, and we miss all of yous. Thank you all for joining us. I don't know how you all tune in every day, listen to us waffle shit. I know we're all battling everything everywhere we are, whether you're at home, whether people are here, everywhere we go, we're always just trying to do what we can. And I appreciate what everyone's doing. Even Bianca's in there. Good morning to you all. And thank you all for the support from at home. And yeah, you're right, Ma, it is time for a cuppa. Oh, you get great granddaughter, lucky you. Hope everything's going well with Jemima and everyone else. And hopefully the other fresh babies are on their way with Christine. Everything's going well with them at home too. And don't forget, Diggs, they're still filming that season 3 of Total Control on the lawn. I think there's still another 5 days of filming. If anyone wants to try and get themselves on camera, the lawn's the place to hang out. They've been doing filming inside the building. We noticed the gardeners were all out yesterday cleaning up, picking up rubbish for a change. They never pick up rubbish on the lawn or around the car parks, but they've cleaned up. So I'm guessing the filming on the lawn and down the side road they will be doing shortly. It would just be a shame for them to film this show and with all the numbers standing up against all this shit going on and there's no one actually on the lawn. So just letting everyone know, if they know anyone in town or whatever, it's a good place to be. I'll give you 5 more minutes of chatting while you're there, guys. I've got to, yeah, love to you all. I've got phone calls and stuff to make. I've got a hell of a lot to do today, but thank you for joining us. For those that are still here watching. Made a mess. Made a mess. Yeah. You're gonna break a few eggs. How'd you go yesterday? Nice. Bloody floor. Why is there bloody on the floor? I hope there's no child sacrifice going into that house. don't get Rachel Griffiths or Deborah Harmon's autographs, well, there's always Anita. She's the star of the show as well. And even who was I talking to? Brandon yesterday. One of his friends who was in the Australia movie as well. She's in this show as well. So there is a few stars hanging around the place.
Stars hanging around with a few chemtrails.
Oh, there's another light for it. Almost runs into the tower. Sorry, Diggs, don't fall over. Don't lose your balance. I'm going to zoom in for you so you can see some of the crap. It's hard to make it all out, I know, but you probably can't even see the white lines through all the white lines. Good morning, Ruby. Oh. Hope Brisbane's all going well for you all. Hopefully I'm back by Christmas. Hopefully this shit show's sorted out by then. I think we're still zoomed in, Diggs. Sorry. I know it's a pain in the ass. So much. We always try. I'll try and get to at least longer and go and touch the I've got to get this fine sorted out. I've got to get the vehicle sorted out. I've got to get Bill on this last time. I've got to speak to Dee. I've got to speak to Annette. I've got to speak to Dan. I've got to speak to I've got to speak to Kane. I've got to speak to the other Dan. We'll get through So, he went in there. They're not going to supply the subpoena. No, sorry, he supplied the subpoena to try and get the body cam. They don't want to supply that evidence. No, you don't have to. It's over security time, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, like the recent witness stuff. They make you jump through hoops like, we're going to So, they don't care. So, he's even quoted this clause here. Yep, this act, blah, blah, he's got to supply this. Yeah, so this moves the whole case back. And because of his phone line, you can't hear what he's got to say. He says some great things, but so the registrar is just like, oh, we're sorry, this is Canadian, and we can't understand the word to say. I'm going to cut you off. You can't. Well, it's true, because you can't.
Does she reckon aerospace what?
Aerospace 101.
Now we've got to look it up.
But if I find fraud, I only think it's fraud, that's first. And working back on the surface. You mentioned in the magistrate court, probably have to be here, but I don't know. Again, you got a consent or you got a contract for these people to get this going out. It's ridiculous. The cost, the fuel cost, the time, the life, drive back in there. I've got to get this through stuff. lanes away, you know that. They had it, there was people on a flight the other week, so I think even Craig Kelly was going, he's getting on the plane in WA, and the plane was supposed to go to Sydney or something, and on the boarding gate, Sydney, people don't even know where they're going now.
Thank you, brother. If you need a lift, if you need anything, please let me know, my friend.
See you, baby. See you later. That's like, they're going, so that means it's time for me to go. Not yet, Dad. You can try and get on camera again. What do you think, Dad? Hey? Boy, not a legal one, but I'll still get there. That's all right. But yeah, they definitely got, I'll get some more today. With all the cleaning up yesterday, they'll definitely be doing it. You could have caught that, Gab. You're the right height down there. Alright, Diggs, I'm going to turn this off. I've got a lot of shit to catch up on, but there's still 70 years watching people drink coffee. Hang on, I'll zoom in on one more thing for you, just so you can see it. So, don't mind my filming, and don't mind the zooming in, because it's... Oh, actually I don't even need to zoom in on that one. Plain as day, middle of your screen. Can we even spot the plane up there? And we'll see if we can get him in focus. That's all quite natural, I think, guys. Yeah, I don't think we got... I need the binoculars. I need to put the camera through the binoculars, I think. I'll zoom this out again.
Yeah, that's what should happen. That's what should happen to them.
Anyway, Diggs, I keep telling you I got to go, but I do really have to go. Thank you all for joining us. Love yous, and we'll do this again tomorrow, just for something different. Okay? Thanks, guys. Love yous.